Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin, Ironshield, and this is a LOTRO guide today, my friends. And this is going to be on the advanced playlist. So, this is a fun side thing. This is how you can find a certain deed or complete a title. It's a secret thing that you can find in the game in Lord of the Rings Online. There's a couple of these in the world. This is one that me and my kinship did recently. It's super fun. It's kind of like a mission. I'm going to kind of show you how to find it, how to get there, and then also how to actually climb to it, because it's actually quite challenging because you have to use the mechanics of how you jump in the game and how things work and the mechanics of the engine of the game to get to it. So it's like a secret thing. It's up on a ridge. It's actually on the Halland Ridge, if you see up there on the map. So I'm going to guide you how to get to it today and basically show you the few little tricks I found of how to get up to it quickly and make it easier for anyone who's going to try to do it. I'll try to make it a quick video. We'll do it in 15 minutes or less. And you can see right here, the first thing to find your way, there's an intersection point to all the roads here. And basically you just need to go into the forest here, go along the bottom of the hill, and I will show you on the map once we get there, but I want to walk you there so you can kind of see physically where it is. The sunrise should just be coming up soon in the time of the game. I've tried to plan it for you guys. And you go up to this edge right around where it says the R, but I'll show you once we get there to make sure you know the spot. So anyway, get on your horses. You will need to have a regular mount. Don't try this on your war mount. It would become very, very hard. That is a horse's behind. That is the wrong one. That's my pet. All right, let me ride the horse. All right, here we go. And again, if you find this helpful, or you want any guides on Lord of the Rings Online, or you just like happy, positive Tolkien content, which we do lots on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. So what I would do is go down, you want to go down this road a little bit, but just immediately go take a left. So after I was at the intersection of those three roads, kind of give you a starting point of how to get there. Then I'm just gonna walk you through. So just aim completely at this point, going east on your radar. You make sure you're going east. You're gonna want to make sure you do not go past the Halland Ridge, which is a mountain. Stay in this area. There is a marker there that you can go to, Pembar, if that helps you out. But really, you're gonna go above Pembar. You're gonna follow along the Halland Ridge. All right. So just keep going along. I'll try to give you guys good. Keep an eye on the radar. But just keep going this way. It's not too hard. I'll show you the exact spot here on the map in a second, and I will give you the coordinates of the starting location, okay, which are those coordinates under the radar. If you are someone who likes to use those a lot, those are very helpful in the game. I have an entire guide video on how to use those coordinates if you're a brand new LOTRO player. But again, this is a secret deed title, basically, to get. So I'm going through Pembar right now. You can go through it if you want. I'm still just going east. And then as we go up here, all right, you're going to see there's a ridge. You see that tower right there? That's the tower you need to get to get the deed and the title. Okay, so it'll give you a title and it'll complete a deed. I do not believe I've done it on this character, on Voice of the Rings. This character is for my voiceover series. So it should work out good. In fact, look at there. I just found a new location, so another deed opened up. But that's not the deed you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for, or deeds in this case. So go ahead and go up there along this edge here, and you're gonna see there's the R, all right? So I'm gonna keep going along this edge, and it's a little bit past the R actually, now that I see this. Go along this edge, you can kind of see the view. It's a beautiful view, by the way. All right, go up right here. All right, so this is where you're gonna start, okay? So this is the spot. Let me just confirm it for everybody. So my character is standing just to the right of the Iron Ridge, right? You can see my red arrow is kind of covering the I, right? Covering those two letters, all right? So the actual coordinates are 42.9 south by 8.9 west, okay? Now, if you are coming down from Rivendell, I don't believe you can actually cross this mountain, so you are gonna have to go all the way around the Halland Ridge. If you can set a mouse there and come up and around, right? I started at that point to kind of help you out. So now that you know that, let me show you a couple tricks on how I found it. Might take me a few times still. It's a little bit of a challenging spot, but I will try to show you how to do it. So there's a little spot here. Let me explain this the best I can. You guys can see my mouse. All right, I'm gonna go into bird's eye view here for a minute. There is an edge on the thing right here. See this edge along here that goes along this spot? you're aiming for that spot. One thing that a lot of us were doing wrong, because our whole kinship was doing it, right? I did it wrong too first few times, is we were trying to jump to this spot. I actually managed to nail it first try. So there you go. But you can do it like that, but if you're really struggling, the whole goal is you need to aim towards the left side, not up here. If you're trying to jump over and over and jump to this spot, you're just gonna slide down every time. Another little trick for those, if you might have a little lag input or something, is I noticed this little spot right here, right? So you notice I start slipping at a certain point. There's a spot right there. So you can jump where this like oozes, right? The big part, that is the jump location, right? You could jump to there. And I personally like to start over here, and I like to do a regular run, regular horse, and you go to here and then jump at that spot, boop, and you land on this spot, okay? Now, I made it look really easy there. It can be a little challenging. Don't get frustrated. Just keep trying. You'll get it. Make sure that you're on a regular mount. Make sure you're going full speed. Now, my mount goes slightly faster than some. That might help me a little bit. So, but again, you should be able to do it on a normal speed mount, okay, in the game. It's not going to make it harder depending on what you are doing. So again, running from about this direction, you're going to aim for, like, see where those little tiny pieces of grass are? You're aiming for just past those grass right there to land on that edge, okay? So again, you see I've already nailed it twice. Let's see if I can nail it a third time. Boom, nailed it a third time, okay? So that's the first part, all right? That's the first hard part. And remember, if you fall, you have to redo these every time, all right? So now we're gonna go along here. It's a little more challenging, okay? So now you're gonna run and jump and see where that grass is right there. You're gonna slide on most of these spots. You'll slide all the way down the hill, okay? You're still going to be using your horse, but I like to jump to where that grass is. I really think having the grass helps. If you're on very low graphics, those little patches of grass might not be there. So you may want to go into your settings and find the one that allows you to see patches of grass. It might help you out. Maybe it'll help you to totally turn off the settings and go on low, totally horrible visuals. It might actually give you the angles better. That could be a trick. You could try that. You know, you could go in here and you could go into your graphics, and you could go into custom, very low. Just make that look like the worst of the worst. You might actually kind of see that's the spot you can land, and you can step on that spot. Who knows? That might actually help you out. Personally, I think the grass helps me out more, and I love it when the game looks gloriously beautiful. So I prefer these graphics. So now with enough talking, let me go ahead and see if I can do this next part as the sun comes up. So you're going to run and jump right about here. You're going to get to this spot, and then if your leg breaks, you're going to want to wait a second, obviously, with your horse. But then you want to just get to this next flat area where the grass is. This is going to make you slide, so I just recommend doing a little bit of a run and just jump right here, whoop, to that spot, or you're going to slide all the way down, okay? So that's the next spot. And then it's not too bad, this area. There is a tricky spot right here. This spot, you can go up to here and jump to here. Be careful not to over jump, because I don't know if you can tell, right here where my mouth is, this is like an indented location. And if you jump to like right here, you'll just get down this crack and slide all the way down, okay? So I'm gonna try not to do that this first try. Oh, I got stuck in it. It's a very hard spot. It's really, really hard. It's probably, I think it's one of the most challenging spots. So I slid all the way back down. Did I break a leg? I did indeed crack a leg. But in this game, thank goodness, legs heal over a certain amount of time in the game. So real quick, we'll run back up there one more time. So you can kind of see that those are this spot right here and that spot, I think personally, are the most challenging spots of this whole trick. And then of course the knowledge of where to find it, right? And the location. But that's why I made this video for you guys. And when I learn about more of these later, I will show you guys more of them if you'd like. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you would like that. All right, so whoop. All right, so there we go. Now, I'm curious if I could just walk actually up to this spot. I might be able to. You might not even need to. You don't even need to jump. You could just walk. As long as you walk along, and I maybe do a little jump over this little crevice here, but just walk along, right? It's funny, you can see this really old texturing right here. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm almost curious if they left that there just because this was like a secret entrance, but you can always see some areas that have better texturing than others. This is an older region. So at this point, you should be able to kind of just trot your way over to these trees, but you might need to do a little bit of hopping. So if you notice right there, I did a couple little tiny jumps jump, jump, jump. I just clicked jump spacebar while I was going through. Be careful. A lot of spots you can slide right here. But at this point, I believe you can just walk up this edge. Jump up this. Walk along this edge. Where all these bushes are. Just keep going. Keep going along these bushes. And now at this point, this is a little bit of a challenging spot. And again, I'm not quite sure. I don't remember it visually. Maybe it's because I switched my graphics that it looks so funky right now with the graphics, but really doesn't matter either way. You should be able to do it. So I'm just going to jump to where those little twigs are. You see those little pieces of grass? I found that's the best spot to jump, and then I just jump again to the bushes, okay? So this is another challenging spot. So jump, and then jump, boom. And at this point, it's a clean sweep walk up to your achievement up here. So now we are on the Halland Ridge. You can see actually the moon going down over there, which is pretty cool. And when you walk up to this, you should get your achievement. Ta-da! Ran the Halland Ridge. And it says that I have gotten the achievement, the reputation completed Ridge Racer. Your reputation with the elves has increased. A new title has been bestowed upon you. You may now be known as Voice of the Rings, Ridge Racer. So, and I got 5 LOTRO points for that, for the LOTRO shop. So you can open up your things over here. So I got 5 LOTRO points. Here's the Ridge Racer title, which I can now make my active title. Voice of the Ring is Zollin, Ridge Racer. All right, it's a cool title. I think it's a cool title. And then you have your deed completion there, and there it is. The special deed. It says completed, and I'll read you. So, my friends, that is how you do it. Not to mention, it has a fantastical view. Now, unfortunately, it seems there's a mist this morning in the game, so that's why it's a little bit on the blurry end, but you can kind of see the moon going down over there, which is kind of cool, and that is the ridge. And over there is the Misty Mountains and Moria through the mountains over there. This is just one of the mountains. It goes all the way down to the valley. So, there it is, my friends. I hope that was fun for you. We definitely did that in under 15 minutes. And, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you thought that was fun, again, leave a comment. Let me know. We'll probably do more. We did that with our Kinship on one of our streams. If you want to go check out one of my previous Kinship stream events, I can link in the description later if I remember which one. I remember to do it. Have a great day in Middle-earth. Baruch Hazad Kuzad menu. Thank you to my Patreons. Thank you for watching. Subscribe button's there. Next what's over there. And over there is the Lord of the Rings voiceover series where I do LOTRO Tale. And I do lots of voiceovers for this game. And again, we do tons of Lord of the Rings on this channel, so please join us. Have a great day in Middle-earth and stay happy, guys.